Hi everyone, Regina here with StarterPPC. Oh my gosh, the ROAS shrink is real, you guys. I have found all the data for you. Check this out. All right. So if you have been following us for the past year, maybe 2 years, or if you've worked with us, you know that we talk about how Google Ads is losing its ability to track users very well. And that's why we've started using a different metric from ROAS, return on ad spend. Instead, we now track MER, media efficiency ratio. And this metric, both of these metrics usually just applies to e-commerce companies. If you are a lead gen company, this concept still applies to you because Google is losing its ability to track your users as well. But for you, we would be using total business cost per lead or total business cost per new customer. Whereas in the world of e-commerce, I'm looking right now at ROAS and ROAS versus MER. So I want to show you something. A lot of our clients, they come to us still wanting, a 300% ROAS or 400% ROAS. And they say to us, well, a year or two ago, I was getting 300 or 400 just fine. How come you guys can only get me 200? Well, here's why, you guys. This is what's happening. Google is being sued for privacy law restrictions, sued for data gathering. They're getting put on a leash. This is happening progressively over time. In addition, they now have, things are coming at them from all angles, right? They also have like Apple, which is now stripping URLs whenever someone clicks on an ad for privacy reasons, but really it's because Apple's launching their own ad platform and they want Google's ads to look less profitable. I mean, that would be a logical reason for them to do that. Anyways, what's happening is a 300% ROAS back in the day is the equivalent of a 200% ROAS today. And I'm just using round numbers here, you guys. These are not real numbers, right? It's an unknown. We don't know how much shrinkage there really is. It's probably kind of specific to an industry. Some industries get restricted by privacy laws more than under other industries. An example of this is if you are in the financial planning industry, supplement industry, medical industry, there's no such thing as remarketing for you. Whereas back in the day, it would have been okay, right? So that's one major example of a huge restriction on the ability to track users. I have pulled up dozens of accounts, data across a wide variety of industries because this is data from our clients that I'm showing you. So you can see here that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs open. Each tab is a separate manager account. So we have 5 different manager accounts with 100 clients in each, maybe not a full 100, but we had to split them up because you can only put a certain amount of accounts within each manager account. So we have 5. And what you're seeing here is data across, let me scroll down, 21 accounts in our first manager account. And I'm only showing 21 accounts because what I've done is I've put some filters here that says that the ROAS has to be at least 80. And I did that 80%. And I did that just to take all of the lead gen accounts or the accounts that aren't tracking conversion value out of the equation for our graph. And what you can see here is from January 1st, 2020 through now, the end of August 2023, so almost 4 years later, you see a downward trend. And this is across 21 accounts, right? So this is the average ROAS per month, or is it per quarter? Yeah, per month across almost 4 years across 21 accounts on average. Now, check this out. I'm going to scroll through each of our manager accounts. This one, I believe, has 19 that we're seeing. Again, downward trend. Manager account number 3, downward trend. Manager account number 4, downward trend. Manager account number 5, downward trend. I wish it wasn't the case, you guys, but it's true. Unfortunately, ROAS has just become an unreliable metric, and here is the proof. Right? It's not just you, it's everyone. It's not just us saying this, it's fact. Hi there. Quick interruption. Do you know the main thing that prevents small business owners from getting their Google Ads account into a position to grow and scale? Budget. A lot of businesses, especially those that are just starting out, have limited budgets. And so because of this, they're turned away by most ad agencies because most ad agencies have minimum budget thresholds that they're willing to work with. So what happens is the business owners end up learning Google Ads themselves. And the problem with that is that most of the advice online is geared towards larger accounts. And the advice doesn't have any of those strategies or tricks that can kickstart the algorithm into giving a small account a leg up over larger competitors. So it often just doesn't work and the business just ends up losing money month over month. If this sounds familiar, StarterPPC can help. We offer Google Ads management services that are designed for accounts that have between $1,000 and $5,000 budgets. And because all of our clients are just starting out, we've come up with ways to keep our management fees significantly lower than most agencies. Because we know that every dollar saved on management fees just goes towards the ad budget, which is going to help the algorithm gather speed and power. So if you're serious about growing your business and you'd like a team of Google Ads experts to help you without breaking the bank, check us out at StarterPPC.com. Okay, back to the video. Yeah, I wish I had a way around this. I wish I had a way to tell you guys, here is the exact return on your ad spend that you got from Google Ads. I don't have a way to do that anymore. All I can do is tell you, this is the return on ad spend we can see in the dashboard. And let's look at the return on your total marketing spend, right? Which is MER, media efficiency ratio, for your business. And these two numbers are going to be different. For example, if it's 200% ROAS inside the ad account, for example, your media efficiency ratio, the return on your marketing spend for your business will always be higher, for example, 300%. And we have to assume that the 200% is then good enough, right? Good enough to push for growth because the business is showing profit. And the only way that you can really try to gauge whether Google Ads is impacting that total 300% MER, media efficiency ratio, the only way that I know of to try to gauge that would be to lower your Google Ads spend or raise your Google Ads spend and see how is that media efficiency ratio impacted for your business as a whole. Unfortunately, this isn't a clean test because so many other factors can affect it, right? If the weather shifts or if the economy shifts during that experiment, it can have a huge impact on the business, the everything. And so you don't know for sure whether it was the budget that affected it or not. This is why when you work with StarterPPC or with Solutions 8, we usually recommend adding 20% budget month over month in the beginning, at least, to try to gauge whether that media efficiency ratio is going down, staying the same. Can it withstand this growth? Is the business going to be profitable? Is there room for scale? Okay, I hope that these giant graphs that I've pulled up on my screen here have managed to convince you guys that the ROAS shrink is real. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let us know. You can check us out at StarterPPC.com. You can also check out our sister agency Solutions, Soul8, the number 8.com, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.
We're going to dive right in. And the topic for today, the discussion topic, is going to be MER, Media Efficiency Ratio. And what MER is, Media Efficiency Ratio, is, think of it like company ROAS. So all cash spend out on paid media versus all revenue in.